Okay, this is part of my Harbor Freight tool haul. I ended up getting standard metric chrome 1/2 inch deeps, standard metric shallows, shallow standard and metric 3/8 drives, and shallow metric 3/8 chromes. I already have snap-on on most of my impacts except for deeps. I don't have any deep, so I went with the standard and metric icon deep sockets. I got tired of paying for snap-on. It's not worth it. I mean, they work great for what I used them for when I was a mechanic, diesel mechanic, but nowadays these are just going to be in my garage to work on stuff that I have around the house. So and these are 3/8, I believe. 3/8 impact deeps. I did buy one flex head 1/2 inch drive ratchet. I have a whole bunch of snap-on flex heads, and I have a solid snap-on ratchet out there, which I love, and I've never had one for a 1/2 inch, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. I bought a 18-inch one from the snap-on guy once before, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it bends too much when you're trying to really break bolts off of heavy equipment. So I took it back. Oh, that was a couple years ago. But seeing as how I'm not really beating up everything, hopefully. But this is my tool haul, and I ended up getting this. Let me get in here. This Voyager electronics thing. I already got my snap-on wire strippers, my Klein tester, my bore scope. I didn't put anything in here yet. Yeah, I don't know. I got for 15 sockets of my snap-on, my 1/2 inch drive was over almost $500 some, where I paid not even, probably around $600 for all of this. It's a no-brainer. I like the snap-on name. Snap-on, it works good. I wouldn't dodge on their Flank Drive Plus wrenches, snap-ons. Those are the best wrenches I think I've ever used. And that was my first purchase ever from the snap-on guy. Still have him to this day. Still love him. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm not in the heavy equipment anymore. I'm back relaxing, chilling, just working on small engine, mini bikes, 4-wheelers. Don't really need that stuff, but I like to fill up my big toolbox. I'm going to go over my toolbox tour once I get all this in there, because I'm getting rid of all of my old Craftsman's, and I have like old Kmart sockets that I've had since like 97 that I was working with, chromes and impacts, that I just wanted to switch them all out to this so I can actually get them fixed, warranted. So yeah, this is it. It's a lot. It looks like a lot of money in tools, but honestly, it could have been a lot worse if I would have hit the truck. So I don't think anything else is that I got anything else. No, I mean, I got this Braun. I think that's what it's called. This flashlight. This thing is pretty sweet. And I got the warranty on it, which they recommended because the head where it swivels breaks on them. It's pretty bright. I don't know. I use it for everything now. So I might get another one just to have kicking around, so in case the other one breaks. But yeah, that's it. That's my Harbor Freight haul. It's not Snap-on, but it doesn't need to be anymore. So sorry, Snap-on. All right, I'm gonna go try to fit these into my big Snap-on toolbox. Okay, let's do a little bit of the tool tour for my toolbox. This is my Snap-on. I just, it's actually supposed to be cranberry. I just bought the whole big roll of car wrap, and I wrapped it. I still haven't done a few pieces. There's my Snap-on emblem that goes in there. I think this is the KRL 7D22, which has the extremely wide drawers. Yeah, they're 26 inches deep. But what I did was I took 2 Harbor Freight carts, and I bolted them together. They both sit on the top. GoPro stuff. That's basically what's left. It made it like a little cart, which is pretty cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but so I have this. We'll go through those drawers, but I'll start on this side, I guess. Just going through for insurance reasons. This garage ain't the strongest. My luck, it'll fall down within a couple months. No, just I have Milwaukee and Bauer tools. I started out with Bauer. So I have like the Bauer drill. I have the old style Milwaukee drill, half-inch drill. I got both Milwaukee and Bauer chargers. I have like 10 Milwaukee batteries, so I'm starting to lean more into the Milwaukee. Let's go check up on top here. This is basically just junk collected in there. Little torch, bunch of GoPro stands. That's my laptop, so I can jam on some music while I'm out here. These are my 2 Milwaukees that I mounted inside my top box. Those are just some scrap screwdrivers. Same with those ones. This is one of those cases that you get from Harbor Freight. I wanted to put some of my electrical, my OBT2 reader in there, but it won't fit. So basically the top of this is all for my Blackstone, my salt, pepper, garlic. All that just sits up in this part. So when I'm out here grilling, it's basically, that's what that top's for. I have these are my big Snap-on wrenches. They're the old style, inch and 5/16, inch and an 1/8, inch and a 16th, 1 inch and 15/16. They've been around forever. They just kind of sit there. There's my old van doing its smoke show. My old service truck sitting there with no front tire on. There's used again doing the burnouts. It was fun. Alright, so let's get started on the green toolbox. I can move my little stand because I have it because I can't see into the top. So this is drill bits. Bits for my impact driver. Oh, condensation in here. Same with these. These are all bits for my impact driver. I got easy outs. Some little Stanley Torxes that I don't even use. More easy outs, cutters, whole stack of Milwaukee #2 bits, the key fob for my toolbox. It has the remote patrol, which locks and unlocks it, but the battery went dead in the toolbox, so it doesn't open and unlock anymore. Let's go to the next little guy. These are just some easy outs, some old Craftsman bent ratcheting wrenches. These are all lug nuts. I got a chain breaker for 4-wheelers, mini bikes, for that stuff. This is just I don't know what you call this, a mess. It's all my vice grips and welding vice grips and a bunch of old ratchets, Williams, some Craftsman, hammers, saws. Got my hot glue gun that I use, my zip tie tool that breaks them off really nice, and my wire stripper. Some tin snips, some hammers. I got a Blue Point, a tubing bender. Those are all vice grip brand. This is my Bauer recip saw. I bought this Bauer 1/2-inch impact gun, which absolutely won't take anything off. It might take 3/8 bolts out, but or anything that would be required, like easy 3/8, but it doesn't take anything with a 1/2-inch socket out. Well, at least this thing doesn't. I have my Snap-on 24-inch breaker bar. I have a Snap-on speed, I guess you call it speed wrench. That's what I call it. And I have this Mountain Tools set. It's all 3/8, and everything's there. There's no skips, so it's really nice. I can just grab it and go. But I'll explain what I did to this impact wrench when we get to the drawer. This is just rubber grommets, tire repair kit, stud finder, carburetor jets. Really nothing amazing in this box yet. This is my Innova OBD2 reader in here. It's pretty cool. It's nice. It still works. It's starting to run out of date because it's not reaching any codes over 2013. These are my old Craftsman, Snap-on sockets. They're just all randoms that I've lost while I was working. And that's that. Let's see. Let's try this one. All right. So this is connectors to make your own, basically your own connectors, 4, 6, 12 prongs. My soldering iron. This is a universal voltage meat thing. I have a digital tachometer. More rubber grommets. It should be in the grommet drawer. Obviously, everybody has Harbor Freight O-rings. I see them on all the toolbox tours. I wouldn't trust them. They work good for non-important things, I should say, but anything hydraulic, wouldn't use them. This is, I got stamps, letters, numbers, punches, different sizes, random tap and dies, Random wrenches that I cut up. This is 1.25 inches. I cut them up and make special wrenches out of them. Some of my bigger tools, like I got these huge tap and dies. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them. If I need to make room in this box, this stuff will be gone. Like I said, I got all these big, like 1 5/16 socket or drill bits. I don't work on heavy equipment no more, so it's kind of really don't need it. But this stuff, all these Harbor Freight little kits are pretty cool. Like these, the little nut and bolts and stuff come in handy. I bought a lot of these hose clamps and stuff like that from Amazon because I don't know. I got a Zerk fitting set, and I have the Harbor Freight connector set. This is pretty cool. This is my Metzer tool. Come in really handy. I bought it for my 4-wheeler because my 4-wheeler had, whoever had it before me went and replaced bolts with different bolts and everything else. So I actually just redid this whole 4-wheeler all the way back to remanufactured to almost like brand new. Everything is all done. I really haven't even driven it. I went down the road twice with it so far. It's a 1987 Quadzilla LT500. It's all Duncan racing, really fast. Kind of scares me, but let's get back to this. I needed a leak down tester, so I made one. I made a leak down tester to do got my liquid filled gauge, because I wanted just to make sure when we went through the engine that everything was good to go. I have a Blue Point bit set. I don't think there's anything left in this thing. If there is, I bought it for my RC cars, and that's all that's left in there is RC parts, not small nuts and bolts. I've had this little electric kit for a long time. I don't even know where I got it, if it was from Walmart, but I just keep restocking it. And it comes with, it's got pliers, wires, connectors, fuse connectors, everything in there. I just keep stuff in there that I use when I do the car's stereo stuff. Might have to plug this GoPro in, because I think it's going to be yelling at me. So those are those boxes. I'm gonna have to switch out batteries. This is the side box that I put on the side of my toolbox. It is just miscellaneous, like cables, stuff in here that's for 4-wheelers, spark plugs. These are some of my tools for the welding stuff, measurements, stuff like that. I do have, so with the pack, everything gets, I just bought this Icon swivel head ratchet. Haven't even used it yet. I just, as you'll see when I get to my socket drawer. But all these are pretty much snap-on. There's a Craftsman, a Williams. I think that's another Williams. But I have the old Craftsman style. This little 3/8 quarter, it's like a quarter drive with the 3/8 head on it. That thing is so nice. It gets in everywhere. Yeah, more snap-on. Some old Craftsman, more snap-ons. Yeah. This is the tape drawer and the polishing. I was polishing a bunch of the aluminum on my four-wheeler, all the case halves, water pumps. This is all the 220 stuff and everything for the my plasma cutter. And I have the titanium 200, I think it is. Does MIG TIG, and there's all the stuff for it, the TIG, and all the gauges for the thing. I have a Milwaukee hole dozer. Getting to the bottom here. This is just wire brushes. I haven't really put anything more in here. I kind of switched everything out of this side cabinet over to this big one. Well, before I get into this big box, I'm going to switch batteries. So, I'll be back. Alright, so let me put, yeah, these are my, so that's where we left off, I believe, in this, on this side cabinet. I'm going to put this silica pack back in here because for some reason these wrenches, you can see, they're getting rusty. Not a fan. It's because I have my heater in here. So this box is my Snap-on box. This box is 54 inches wide. And I think we said 20, has a 26-inch depth. But let's get this out of the way. Let's see here. I got goggles. I have the Bosch ruler, digital ruler. I have a Snap-on, or Blue Point I should say. I got a Stanley 25-foot ruler. Harbor Freight temp gauge. I have a Cobalt knife set, utility knife with a bunch of different blades in it. I have, because obviously I work with heavy construction equipment, I have every key for every piece of equipment you can think of, if not doubles or triples. Yeah, this was my key ring at work. So I was like a janitor. That's what it felt like. All right, I have an IR drill. I put a 1/2-inch Jacobs chuck on there because it only had the small chuck on it. Works great. I got this Campbell 3-inch cutoff wheel. Works really well. This is another mountain set. This mountain set is a quarter drive set, and this thing has been really super good. I've used this thing on everything now that I'm not slinging heavy wrenches, but I do have, no, I'm starting to get, I got some Pittsburgh stuff, like this little torque wrench. I did buy this before I went out and bought this. It's got the Snap-on sticker on it. This guy. This is digital torque wrench with degrees, so I can. It's pretty cool. When I had to put my four-wheeler back together, I didn't trust none of these clicky type torque wrenches. So I got a ton of air fittings, massive amount of Loctite. These are my Cobalt drill bits. Half of them, some missing, some broke. I have this old Radio Shack multimeter. Thing's been good to me. Haven't got rid of it yet. This was a custom tool I made to remove the flywheels on a LTZ 400 Suzuki four-wheeler. Look at it work. I have the Hutchins Hustler body sander. I have some metric Craftsman quarter drive sockets and old Snap-on quarter drive socket set. Obviously got to have the Made in USA quarter drive Craftsman wrenches. I have a 3-inch, it's a 3.5-inch tailpipe expander. Mac Tools 3/8 air ratchet, die grinder, and another broken die grinder. Then I have this body sander. I have my Snap-on. I forgot what that one is. I still have the box for it. The MG31. So that's the MG31. And then there's the IM 6500 half-inch driving impact gun. I still use that. Well, now that I got... So this is why I don't have the Bauer anymore. I bought the high torque Milwaukee fuel. So far I've used it twice and I've never had a problem with it. I can't wait to use it more. I have an IR 3/4 inch gun. It's all done. It's all ported out on the inside for more air. Runs the big inch lines. I have some Harbor Freight hammers. I have Snap-on hammers. Air cooler for my welding mask. Homemade blowguns. I have 3-inch cutoff wheels. I have a stack of the 4.5s. This is just my junk box. Keep everything in here. There's all sorts of random stuff in there. 1/4 turn grinding disc, buffing discs. And these are 4.5-inch grinding wheels. Safety glasses, torch igniters, torch tip cleaners, and mag lights are in there. That's about it for this one. I have another torque wrench that's one of those click styles. It's over there. I'm probably gonna give it away or do something, throw it out or something like that. Well, this is my new drawer. So I just converted all my old. I had random Snap-on. Well, I do have random Snap-on. Craftsman, SK, everything was everywhere. Mismatched, same as this. Like this is some benchtop, some Craftsman here. But these are all 12 points. I don't have any. They don't sell 12-point Icon yet at Harbor Freight. So I had to keep these for now. But I have all this left side. Actually, let me switch this around because this is backwards. These are the Flank Drive Plus Snap-on wrenches, combination wrenches. Those were the first things that I've ever bought. And they are the best thing I've ever bought. I've had them forever, since '97, and I don't know. I just like them. They never let me down. Never slip, busted knuckle, nothing. I have Snap-on metric all the way up to 19 millimeter. I have all my Snap-on adapters. Obviously, some are broke, swivels. Some of that. This is my 3/4 inch ratchet from Snap-on. The L7, what is it, 12T with the push button release. Most of the new ones don't have the push button release. This actually has a 4-foot handle that goes on that ratchet. All the newer ones don't have the full length handle. These are 3/8 Snap-ons. Semi-deeps. These are my other 12 points that I have. Those are Snap-on. All the condensation in here. So anyway, so here's let me put the metric back on top. These are Huskies on top of my Snap-ons, since I really don't have a room for them yet. I just did this drawer because I just went to Harbor Freight. So I got the 1/2-inch impact deep because I didn't have any. I got them in standard and metric. These are 12.38s. I kept these because, like I said, Harbor Freight doesn't sell them yet. I got the chromes, 3/8 deep, 3/8 impact deep. And then I got 1/2-inch drive, shallow, and they go all the way up to 1 1/8, so 3/8 to 1 1/8, which is pretty nice. This is my snap-on set impact. This set and this set together, my metric set, cost me just as much as every icon tool in here. It's pretty crazy. So I'm like, I'm just not into buying snap-on anymore. It was, when the tool truck came, it was nice, but now I really don't need to beat on my tools as much. So I got the deep chrome. I know it's gonna get stuck in the door. And then I got 3/8 shallow chrome. And these are snap-on. These are 3/8 impacts standard. These are 3/8 metric snap-on. And then these are the 3/8 icon chrome. So, but this, like I said, it's the same on this side. Impact 3/8, 1/2-inch drive chrome, shallow, and then deep. This is the 12-point metric Craftsman ones. And those are the same, the icon. I have a 3/4-inch adapter. Let me see. Is this gonna close? Probably not. I have this snap-on thing for breaker bars. You put it on there, forward and reverse, make it a ratcheting. You can make your breaker bar ratchet. I do have, these are all the old sockets that are gonna go in my tool tray to carry around instead of beating on all my new sockets. I'm still gonna wanna try to utilize these until I lose them. I have a lot of snap-on, some benchtop stuff, like I said, from Kmart. That's what most of these things are. I've had them forever, and I still have them, and they still work really good. This is Ingersoll Rand 3/4 drive set, up to 1/2-inch. What else I got? I got some line wrenches. I have a 1-inch to 3/4-inch adapter that's broke. I have crow's feet, only the ones I needed, like the 1/2-inch and 9/16. One for tubing and one for non-tubings. Let's see if it's gonna close. Yay. Alright, let's start out with this little guy. These drawers are so deep. So the new ones don't have this thing that goes all the way back. But this is just paperwork, stuff like that. Just information on all my thing, drill charts, Kimball, Midwest stuff. Any paperwork and stuff I needed when I was there. Mostly for my tools. This is, I got some battery terminal cleaners, Diablo reset blades. I got some Hercules ones. A lot of thread tape. And I got these hole punch for gasket makers. Fuses. And just a bunch of stuff in this little random drawer. Oh yeah, and obviously everybody's probably got about a dozen of these things sitting in their toolbox. Snap-on receipt envelopes. Really not much going on here. I have the Quicksilver gear lube pump. Works really good to get for when I'm doing rear ends. I have the Mac pickle fork set. I got a timing light. When I used to work in cars, I really don't anymore. Got this fluid sprayer. Works pretty good. Empty tape roll. Might as well keep going down this line. So I have The Hercules 11 amp die grinder. This thing is super powerful. Like, it's scary sometimes, like with the think you're gonna blow the discs apart. All right, so I have, these are all my big sockets. These are all half-inch drive. They're snap-on. They start out at, I believe, 1 inch where I left off in the toolbox. Yeah, 1 inch. And they go to inch and a half. Like I said, all these sockets used to be in that drawer. So I have some deeps and stuff like that. Stuff I carry around in my hand tray. And I also have the hand tray right here. It's got my GoPro stuff in it. That actually goes in this drawer, but I don't have room. I have Mac Tools compression tester. Oh my god, that thing's smoking. Snap-on rethreader. Everybody has one of these. I see on every tool tour. I don't know why I got this empty box. This is what my die grinder came in. One of them. This is the box that my impact gun came in. There's another gun in here for parts because I blew the anvil apart. Can't get that out of there. I have just a regular, I don't know where I got this from, but it's just a double flaring tool. It worked. I've used it many times. This is my, let me set this down. That's my tool tray. It's out of a bulldozer. And I just made a shelf in there to hold all my half-inch sockets. It's every wrench that's in here is either SK or Craftsman, all the way up to 1.25 inches. There's some Mac chisels and stuff and punches and stuff in there. But all the adapters. I got a this is my Mac Tools air hammer. This thing works great. I've used it. This thing's got me out of so many jams. I'm just gonna stack them. This is a Amazon brake rewind kit. I mean, for Amazon, it works really good. I bought it for my girlfriend's car, and I used it on my nephews, and it works great. There's zero complaints for what it does and for how much I'm going to use it. And this is another snap-on compression tester. It's pretty old. It's been around the block a while. I just have some cutting fluid, Kimball penetrating fluid, some grease, some air tool oil, and I bought this, which was kind of a waste. This is a snap-on hole saw kit. I killed it. There's not. I think the one that I have here is the only one with teeth left on it. All the other ones are either bent or broken. Obviously, Snap-on doesn't warranty their stuff, so that's why I had to buy the whole dozer. So, but it was good while it lasted. That's all I can say. Let me see if I can put this in the back. I'm going to do all the compression testers. Check a lot of compression. Alright, I'm going to leave that there. I'm just gonna put this in here and close this door. Nothing else is really gonna come out anyways. Like I said, this was the big socket drawer, the money drawer. This is all my screwdriver drawer and my 3/8 extensions. Really super long. What's kind of like condensation in here. That's why I got those bags in here, because of the heater. I have this snap-on screwdriver and pick set. I've never really seen many people with these in the toolbox stores. It's got the Torxes, screwdrivers, picks. Most people have them in different kinds, but that's the one I have. Got some razor blades, baby screwdrivers for glasses, a lot of old style snap-on screwdrivers. Here's another snap-on. These are my 1/2 inch. Oh, rusted. My 1/2 inch snap-ons. I think these ones are Mac tool set 3/8. I did get the Quinn. My daughter got it for me for Christmas one year, so I'll use it. My nephew got me the Icon screwdrivers. But I have always had the snap-on set. They got to be warranted. Some of them are broken. Everybody's got these. This is a gear wrench set. I only used it like once or twice, but I have that ratcheting screwdriver in orange. I have it in green. I see everybody has them. This is a tool for my Polaris, to remove the clutch on Polarises. Some big long 3/8 extensions work great for transmissions. Let's see. All right, here's the pliers. I get some of those are all for the 4.5 inch grinders, cut off wheels, and from every one I think I've ever owned. I got an impact screwdriver. I have this snap-on set of channel locks. I think I've used it once in my life. It's got the 16 inch, I believe that is. And it's been sitting in my toolbox. I was thinking about maybe selling it or something. I don't know. I don't use it. I don't use anything that big. Everybody's got the Harbor Freight hose clamps. I needed them to pinch off fuel lines when I was doing my carburetor and the jetting. And I had this old Husky Allen bits with standard and metric on one side and the other. A lot of snap-on and Mac pliers. These are my favorite ones, these snap-on. They're like baby bolt cutters. I've cut so many things with these things. Battery cables, like nothing. Like I can cut like a 7/16 bolt like right in half with them. This is my snap-on 3-piece set. I got blue points. These were Blackhawk from the Mac tool truck. These rubber handled ones. I've used them. They work. No complaints. I still have them. Obviously snap-on Allen wrench. Dang, everybody's got here. I think this is more. Alright, now we're getting into some older stuff. Pipe wrench, I've had forever. And then I got these 2 3/8 Williams super wrenches. A lot of punches and chisels. Like I said, we used to have to use them to knock the pins out of excavators, stuff like that. I got this little Champion chisel set, but I also have my snap-on set. So I don't know. I had tools here, and then I had tools at work when I was working. I got these ladies slippers. Seem to be working really good when I use them. Don't have much use for them now. This is, I guess, what people call a money drawer, but not me. It's just, I got some Bauer. This Bauer actually died. This is a quarter drive. I've used it so much, and it held up for like 4 years. And that little quarter drive impact driver worked. But I finally broke down this year, and I bought the Milwaukee Fuel impact driver. I bought the 4.5-inch die grinder cutoff wheel, or not die grinder, I'm sorry, 4.5-inch. And then I bought, oh, this is a Bauer brushless. I bought that because I needed that to do on my dad's floor when I was doing the floor. I do have the Fuel 1/2-inch drive. Another one. This is the brushless one. This one up here is brushed. This old style Milwaukee that I have. Bought this Master Kit, Master Cool professional UV leak detector. I haven't used it yet. I need it for my truck. I bought this heat gun from Amazon. Goes up to 1300 degrees. It gets crazy hot. This is my homemade push button starter switch. These are Mac Tool T Allens. This is where my screwdriver, the orange one, ratcheting one, was. It's the box for it. I have just a cheap tap and die set. This I just got. I haven't even used it yet. But when I was building my four-wheeler, I was running into all sorts of Allens and everything everywhere. And I should have bought it sooner, but I didn't. But I see this in everybody's toolbox tour from Gear Wrench. This thing is nice. Can't wait to use it. Let's see. Yeah, the 4.5-inch grinder. Well, 4.5 to 5-inch grinder is pretty powerful. It's way better than the Bauer one. And like I said, that's the Bauer 1/2-inch impact gun didn't do anything. That's why I bought the Milwaukee. This is, I don't know. I guess this is would be my junk drawer. Got some brazing rods, some long bolts, my T-handle for my oxygen and acetylene. I have like 4 cutting torches, older ones, newer ones in there. Welding helmets. These are all alignment bolts that I've saved. Those are all hydraulic plugs. This whole thing should be all full hydraulic plugs for hydraulic lines. I got a whole box of chalk, welder's chalk. Welding gloves, my wire brushes, my straps. I have a DA sander. A DA sander down there. I got this from my girlfriend's father. He asked me if I wanted this Speedy Series harmonic balancer puller. I couldn't tell him no, so yep, I'm the proud owner of it. This is a Stinger, OTC Stinger snap ring plier set. I bought it, used it, the one I needed, and that's it. been sitting down here in this bottom drawer. But that's about it. I have all lifting eyes, lifting lugs, stuff like that. Straps that I used. Oh, my lights, my refrigerator light's still on. Everything works pretty good for this little brawn. I got my chainsaw. Just basically, I don't even know if it still works. This grill out of my way. I have the Harbor Freight Viking battery charger. I'm not a fan because it doesn't seem like it charges if the battery's completely dead. It doesn't seem like it picks up and starts to set the charge. I don't know if it's something's wrong with it. I have the spill-proof funnel kit. At the time I bought it, it was like $11 or $12. Now I see them everywhere for a fortune. This is a brush kit that I bought from Amazon. It's got nylon brushes, stainless steel brushes, and brass brushes. I bought that when I was doing my four-wheeler to clean out all the bearing holes and stuff. I have a Milwaukee Fuel 280422 impact drill. It doesn't go in the toolbox because it's just too big. This is a little ratchet set that was given to me. I don't know. I haven't got to use it. It's pretty old. I'm sure it'd be nice to take to like the pull-it place when you go to get parts. Just throw it in the bag and away you go. I do have the Harbor Freight Blast gun. I have this Badlands winch, this ATV winch. I bought it like 4 years ago and still haven't used it. I bought it when they were like $30-some. Now they're extremely expensive. Right now, get this out of here. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put it right up on this drawer. This is the brand that I bought. It's in Amazon, but I was contemplating this or the Astro, but the Astro is missing like these three things here. This is a refill up, radiator refill kit, and it was cheaper than the Astro, and everything is identical. So I ended up going with this brand because, like I said, it had these three cups, these new ones. It says storage space, but these are actually in here, where on the Astro they're not. So that's what everybody was saying in the reviews. I mean, I like Astro tools. I don't have many of them, but I just started to get in there. I know Eric from South Main Auto loves Astro tools, so and every tool he's had seems to be work really good. So like, I want to start getting into some Astro stuff. Like I said, what else do I got? So this is the cart thing for my toolbox. I have, I bought this Extreme Max Products tool thing. It holds all my, these are all Mac die grinders, tools, angle. You just put them on there and whoop, pull them right back off. It's aluminum, holds all my tires, my snap-on blowguns, my Mac Tools digital tire reader. Like I said, I just bought, is it this one? This is the Astro. Come on, don't be like that. Yeah, you're gonna get caught on everything. Yeah, I just bought this Astro. So, it's a digital tire pressure. Like I said, Eric from South Maine talks really highly of them, and all the stuff he buys seems to work really good. So, I have a really screechy. I have this huge snap-on breaker bar. Obviously, you have the helicopters flying over our house. This thing works great. And then I got that. It's a snap-on. And then I have this my old Mac one. I have a Mac half-inch breaker bar that I can't find. I'm still trying to locate it. I don't know if it's at my dad's or where it is, if it's in my truck somewhere. Like I said, I still have, this is just some of my stuff. I have more stuff everywhere, and I just never combined everything. Like, I just brought this snap-on toolbox over here down to my girlfriend's, and only because I had this green cart, the first one here, and that's all I was using. But then I overfilled it too much because I kept bringing everything down from my dad's. And then I bought this one, and I was going to do the stack thing, the YouTube stack, where you can put both of them on top of each other. And I was just come up with the idea to just stack them both on top of there. Looks kind of hideous. It's kind of big. Is it functional? Yes. Does it match in some spots? No, but I really don't care. It's a toolbox. It's not here to win pageants. Like I said, we got the Harbor Freight jack, a mini bike, my racing fuel it runs on. The Quadzilla runs on racing fuel, 110. I do have, these are all my old chisels, or I mean files, sorry. These are old chisels. Oxygen acetylene torch set. Yeah, about to do. I got videos of my Quadzilla being rebuilt. I just never done any videos of it yet, so. Oh, and I just bought this thing. I guess I don't know if did I mention it in the first part. This Voyager from Harbor Freight. It's I just bought it to put all my electrical stuff in here. So when I go do electrical, I got the little guys you put in there, push the wire, and pop. Outlets. There's my other ruler. Got my gas leak detector. And I got my stud finder. Oh, I got zip tied with it. So this is the combustible gas detector, but I actually have another inside here. A CO2 detector is in here too. It's kind of crammed all in one box. If I pull it on, I'll never get it back in. This is my bore scope. It's got like a 16-foot wire on it. I put these cheap Harbor Freight wire cutters in with my electrical box, just because I have my Klein Tools testers. These are my snap-on wire strippers. Got some butane for my butane pen. These big red cabinets. Actually, I'll show you this one. I'll close the door because we've already seen everything in there. I paid $100 a piece for these. These were from Tractor Supply. They were in when you walked in the door. They were there for when COVID was, and you would just go there and you would pick up your orders. Well, we went on the marketplace and they were selling them. They had 4 of them, but some were spoken for already. But while we were there, the lady decided to sell us all of them. So we ended up I got 2 for myself. There's my other one. I didn't put the top on it. The top half does nothing, just makes it taller. And they are big. I have, inside of this, I have my whole welding cart with 2 bottles. The big Harbor Freight welding cart inside there. And so that's how deep they are. And it locks up. But yeah, they were really nice. So it was $100 a piece. So I bought 2. My nephew bought 4. So we got a good deal. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I have other stuff, but I gotta start putting all this mess back together. I got everything everywhere now before I go back in the house and try to make dinner. So that's it. Let's see what kind of video I come up with next. Alright, bye.